Okay, so this is my connection. Connect. Okay, so now what are the tables are available here? Fine. So I'll create one table. Create student. I already have student table or not? Okay, I don't have it. Okay, I'll create it. Create student. So he has three different columns. S number. This is number of 5. It's the size, and S name. Varchar 2 of 15. And see now. This is first column is S number, and second column is S name, and third column I'll put check constraint. So what is the third column here? Marks is the third column. Marks. Okay, number of 3. So this is a data type. And now if I want to put check constraint on this column, give some space, check within the brackets, specify the condition. What kind of condition? So marks should be less than 100. Marks should be less than 100. Okay, it should not allow more than 100. And also put this marks as 5. Check the marks less than 100. So this is my condition. Okay, see this. Now if I put condition like this, so I can enter only marks less than 100. And also you can put like this, marks greater than 50 and less than 100. So two conditions are here, greater than 50 and marks less than 100. So we should enter marks only between 15 and 100. So this is a way you can create, or else you can use some between operator there. Okay, or else like this you can write this condition like this. This is another way of writing the condition. I'll show you both the ways. Check marks between, instead of using greater than and less than, also you can use like this, between. You have between operator, right? Between 50 and 100. So this is a way also we can use, either this, go for this one or this one. Marks between 50 and 100, or else marks greater than 50 and marks less than 100. I'll use this one, between. Okay, this is a check syntax. Now when you create a table, one more bracket, so just create a table. Now show some error, bit 15 error, command line 1, invalid create command, create table. Okay, again one more error, column check constraint cannot reference other columns. Check constraint cannot reference so check constraint, it is table check, define it as a table check constraint. Just a minute. This is marks, right? Yes. Now table is created. Now I'm trying to insert records in the table now. So insert into student values. Insert into values. For example, S number is 101. S name is suppose Amit. And now here see this. I'll enter 60. This is one record I will show. And I'll enter one more record, third different records, and I'll enter 45. This is less than 50, and I'm trying to enter 105. Okay, this is more than 100, so this should be valid. So because one row is created, so this is valid. And when I see this one, see what is the error thrown. See error, check constraint is violated because we put the marks between 50 and 100. So we have to enter between the 50 and 100, not less than 50 and not greater than 100. So this statement is invalid, and also this one is also invalid. When you run this, you'll get the same error. Okay, so this is the kind of issues we will get. So this is one kind of check. And also I can put check constraint in different way. For example, using in operator. For example, I have one more table, create table address. Create table address. My table is an address. So here I will create I'll create location table. Okay, location 1 or log table location. So here I'll create a two or else city is a varchar type, varchar of 15 and comma country varchar of 15 and pin code, this is a number 8. Okay, this is my table, and city, country and pin code, right? 3 different values are there. So I want to restrict the city column and I want to restrict with only 3 cities. Suppose I want to allow the users to enter only 3 cities, not other than that. So what are those cities? I can put one check constraint on here. So how we can put city check constraint? So here give space check. Okay, check of city in. Okay, in operator. Here you can specify whatever cities you want to put. Suppose this is one city and others one more city, and suppose Delhi. So this is one more city. So put those all the cities. So I want to allow the users to enter only these cities. Other than this, it will not allow. Okay, this is the one more condition. And this is the check constraint on city column. Check constraint on city column. Now I want to close one more bracket here. So now let me create this table. Missing right parenthesis. Where city check city in. Okay. Okay, now table is created. Now I'm trying to insert into student. You can use capital or small letters. Okay, this is not case sensitive. Insert into location values. See, now I'm entering first city value. So city value can accept only these many. So only 3 values. Hyderabad, this is the first city, and country is India, and pin code is a number. Give some number. So this is the first value, and also I'll give two more insert statements. This is 1 and this is 1. So here I'll enter okay, so different city. Okay, this is not there in the list, and India, and give some different pin code and also some pin code. And also I'll give this as Delhi. Okay, 3 insert statements I have. So when I enter first statement, well, that violated the constraint. Hyderabad, India. Why it is violated? The values being inserted do not satisfy the named check. So what are the okay? So here A is missing actually. So Control C, Control paste over here. Now when I enter the same values, now it is inserted successfully. So this is valid statement. because as per the check constraints we have entered the value. Now when I see the second statement, Mumbai is not part of this list. So this is do not insert the values, that is violated the constraint because we filter the only 3 cities. So we are entering other than these 3 cities. So this is invalid statement. And also third one will be the valid statement. Delete is there in the list. When I run this, you will be inserted the rows. So select star from LOC. When I enter, you will get the 2 records. Okay, so this is the way we can use check constraint. I'll copy everything here. Okay, these are the examples. So check constraint is used for allowing specific values, allowing to user to enter specific values into column. Okay, so this is the use of check constraint. These are the examples, you can try later. Okay, now so far we have created constraints. Okay, so far we have created constraints. So how we will see what are the constraints are created on the top of table. So if I have table, I want to know what are the columns are present and what are the data types are there and what are the different constraints on the constraints created on top of table. Okay, so if I want to go for that particular information, we need to understand data dictionary tables concept. There is a concept called data dictionary. So what is data dictionary? There are 2 terms. And metadata. Data dictionary and metadata. So what is data dictionary and what is metadata? I'll write one query here, just observe. Select, okay, select table underscore name, comma, and constraint underscore name, comma, constraint underscore type from user constraint. Okay, user constraint. So when I run this query, what will happen? Just observe. User one minute. Okay, user constraint, we need to give the table name where, okay, table underscore name equal to, for example, we have created some tables, right? I'll give stu. Okay, this is my table name. Okay, when you run this query, table does not exist. User constraints, I guess. Yes. Right, on this table there is no constraints. I think table name constraint, and I will go for other emp. See, now I have an emp table. Okay, so on emp table, okay, what are the constraints are there? So it gives this table name and what is the constraint name, and what is the constraint type. C means check, P means primary key, R means referential integrity. Okay, and we go for another table which we created. So EMP is a default table, right? So we go for other table called school.
Pawan?
Yeah, Japan.
One question.
Yes.
Again, sorry.
No problem.
Constraint, the exact meaning, what is the
constraint? Yeah, constraint is nothing but a rule. Constraint means a limitation. We are constraining means limit చేస్తున్నాం అన్నమాట కాలమ్ ని మనం ఒక రూల్ అప్లై చేస్తున్నాం దాని మీద. ఓన్లీ డూ దిస్ ఆన్ ద కాలమ్, దట్స్ ఇట్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెక్ అనుకోండి, చెక్ అంటే మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నాం, జస్ట్ వీఆర్ పుట్టింగ్ సమ్ రూల్ ఆన్ ద కాలమ్. ఓకే, సో ఇందాక ప్రీవియస్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లో ఈ సిటీ ఆన్ వి పుట్ వన్ రూల్. సో ఇన్ సిటీ కాలమ్ యూ కెన్ ఎంటర్ ఓన్లీ దోస్ వాల్యూస్, అదర్ దాన్ దిస్ ఇట్ విల్ కన్స్ట్రైంట్. సో అదనమాట. ఓకే, okay, see now, so when I give this query, select a table underscore name, constraint underscore name, constraint underscore type from user constraints, where table underscore name is equal to school. So on the school table I have created one constraint. This is actually the constraint name. By default database will provide a default name for every constraint. So whatever constraint we have created on each column, okay, so those constraints by default it will give some name internally. So that name is this one, sys-c. There will be some random number. So this is a constraint name which is provided by the system. And what type of constraint type? P means this is a primary key. The constraint name start with one first letter. It will show only first letter. Okay, so now here select table name, constraint type from user constraints. So what is user constraint? So this is again system defined table. User constraints is a system defined table. This table contains all the information about the data, not data, all the information about the columns as well as their constraint keys. Okay, so actually what kind of information will be available in normal table? So we will, whatever data we inserted, only that data will be available in the table. That is normal data. But here in user constraint, for example, I'll say one more table called select star from tab. Tab is one more table. This is a system defined table. We haven't created any table, but there is a tab table. This is user defined table. This is system defined table. Okay, so when I execute tab, what this will do is it will show all the tables are present in the database. See this is a table, these are the tables, and what kind of object it is. Some of them are tables, some of them are views, right? So these are the different kind of information these will be stored. So there are two kinds of tables, system defined tables and user defined tables. System defined tables which are already created by the database, and user defined tables we are creating. Whatever the tables we are created, those are comes under the user defined table. Usually we store the data, but in system defined table, yeah, cheppandi. So in system defined table what kind of information will be available? So whatever tables we have created, so the system tables contains the metadata in the sense the data about the data. That is the definition of metadata. So data about the data means, for example, I have a student table. In student table I have S number, S name and marks. So we will enter some data, that is normal data. But what about metadata? That means student number, what is the data type and what is the constraint, and S name, what is the data type, what is the constraint, marks, what is the data type, what is the constraint. So these kind of data is called as metadata. Okay, data about the data is called metadata. So usually system tables stores the metadata. That means data about the data. You got my point? What is the difference between system table and user defined table? So system tables always contains the metadata. What is metadata? Metadata is nothing but a data about the data. So for example, I have an EMP table here. Okay, select star from EMP. If I select star from employee, if I run this query, it will give the normal data of the employee. This is normal data, we enter this data. But if I want to know what kind of data type of EMP number and what is the data type of ename and what is their size and what are the different constraints are applied on those columns. So where I can check these kind of information, because that is metadata. So metadata directly I cannot see on the table. So that kind of metadata will be stored on system tables, which is there in the database. So system table by default will come with the database. Okay. So if you want to get the metadata of the tables or any objects in the database, we should depending on system tables. Okay. There are two popular system tables are available. The first one is a user constraints. User constraints is a system table which contains all the table information as well as what are their columns and their constraints. What are the different constraints are applied on those particular columns. So that kind of information available on the user underscore constraints table. So this is system defined table. I'll write over here user underscore constraint is a system table contains metadata. What is metadata here? Metadata is nothing but data about the data of database objects. It can be table or it can be view, whatever it may be. Okay. And what is data dictionary? What is data dictionary? Data dictionary is nothing but whatever the data or columns are available is called data dictionary. See this, when I use system table, what are the columns I'm bringing here? Table underscore name, constraint underscore name, constraint underscore type. So this is called as a data dictionary. Okay, the columns present on system tables is called data dictionary. Definitions are very important. Okay, so what is data dictionary? The columns present on the system tables is called as a data dictionary. What is metadata? Data about the data of database objects is called as a metadata. And there are two types of tables. What are they? One is system defined tables and the second one is user defined tables. Okay, so system defined tables or examples are tab is one table. It contains all the database objects. Okay, just like this. See, select star from tab. When I run this, tab is a table I have not created that. So this is a system default table. So when I query this table, you will get all the tables or different objects present in your database and what kind of that object, either it is table or view or procedure or function, what is kind of object. So this kind of information you will get. That is a tab table. And similarly, user constraint is also one more system table. Okay, and user defined tables are nothing but whatever tables we created. For example, EMP, school. Okay, so these are tables we created. So these are comes under the user defined tables. And the data about the data of user defined tables are stored on system defined tables. That is more important. Okay, and now when you go here, also you can see here, when you expand this tree Oracle 11g, it shows some tables, right? So when you expand this, these are the tables. Dictionaries. Okay, I think we cannot see here. Somewhere it will be stored internally. Okay, yeah.
Question.
Yes.
మీరు ఇక్కడ సెలెక్ట్ స్టార్ ఫ్రమ్ ట్యాబ్ అన్నప్పుడు ఓన్లీ టేబుల్స్ డిస్ప్లే అయినాయి.
Yes.
పైన క్వెరీలో టేబుల్ నేమ్, కన్స్ట్రైంట్ నేమ్, టైప్, అంటే ఈ వాల్యూస్ మనము ఎక్కడ నుండి సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు?
ఈ కాలమ్స్ అన్ని కూడా యూజర్ కన్స్ట్రైంట్ అనే టేబుల్ లో ఉన్నాయి ఆల్రెడీ. So user constraint is a system table. That table contains these columns. Okay. Also you can use star also. I'll tell you, select a star also. You will get all the columns. Star from user constraints. But table name mandatory ga cheppali. So ఏ table అనేది తెలియదు కదా.
అంటే okay.
Yes. Yes. See this. This table contains these many columns. See this. So these many columns. Who is the owner? Constraint name, table name. Okay. So these are different kind of information will be available and different indexes. So much stuff is there. Administration side they will use this kind of data. Okay. So but we need only the table name, constraint, and constraint type. So that is enough for us.
That select star from tab ఒకసారి query చేయండి.
Okay.
Test అన్నది వ్యూ ఉంది కదా, సో వ్యూస్ కూడా
yes, but in this database I have only tables and views. If you have stored procedures, functions, views, synonyms, indexes, everything will be shown here. Okay, all objects will come here. Okay,
correct.
Yeah. Now, so there are two types of tables: system defined tables and user defined tables. And system tables examples are tab and user constraints. Tab is a table which contains whatever the database objects are present in your current database, and user constraint table contains your tables and their constraints information. Okay, so but when you want to know the constraints, you have to provide the table name for what table you have constraints. Okay, that is more important. This is a way of using. And also select star from tab, so it will give the all the database objects present in your current database. That is a usage of select star from tab. Okay, so this is all about the data dictionary. Now we'll move on to the another concept. So far we have created constraints while creating the table itself, right? So while creating the table we apply some constraint there, but now I already created a table and then I want to apply some constraint. So how we can modify the existing table with a constraint, so that we will see now. So for altering the table, what command we have used? We have used an alter command, right? The table is already there. If you want to modify any column or data type, so we have used alter command with add or alter command with modify, right? If I want to add a new column, we have used add, or if you want to modify the existing column, we have used modify command, right? Suppose I already have a table, I want to add a new column, I want to add a primary key on the existing column. For example, I'll create a table called create a table student 1. Let me check, student 1 is not there. Okay, student 1 is my table. So here I have columns called s number, this is number of 3, and next one is s name, this is varchar 2 of 15, and now marks, this is again number of 5. So this is a table. I haven't applied any constraints on any other column, right? So 3 columns I have. Now when I created a table, the table is created successfully. Okay, now what I want to do is I already have now my table is ready. Now I want to apply a primary key on s number, so how I can apply? So simple way is alter, we need to alter, okay, because we are working on the definition of the table. So even if you want to modify column or data types, we used alter command, right, in previous classes. So alter table, this is the syntax. So alter tables student 1, alter table student 1, add, we are not adding a new column, but we are adding a constraint. Add, what constraint we are adding? Primary key, on which column we are adding? S number. Simple, that's it. Okay, so this is a way we can add, or else we can add one more column also with a separated with a comma. We can add one more constraint on different column with separated by comma. So this is a simple statement we can use. If I run this, so now table student is altered, so this is created. Okay, so now this is adding constraint for existing column in a table. This is the way. Okay, adding constraints to existing table. And also I have a constraint on a column, but I want to drop the constraint. I don't want to drop the column. I don't want to remove the column. I should have a column still, but I want to remove the constraint. Now if you see student table, it has some constraint. Okay, so when I see this command, when I execute this command, select or describe student1, it will give the description. Okay, so now when I run this, s number is says not null, means this is a primary key. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to drop the primary key, but not column. Column should remains the same, but I want to drop only the primary key, right? So how we can drop the constraint of the column? So see the simple one, alter table, same command again, alter table student drop command, drop simply say primary key. Because why we haven't specified any column here, because every table has only one primary key. Every table is having only one primary key, right? So that we can say just like drop primary key. So automatically this will drop the primary key. This is altered, right? So not null is gone. So this is the way we can drop the constraint of a table. Right here, dropping constraint. Okay, so now these are all regarding the constraints. Okay, these are all the information about the constraints. So what are the constraints we have? Not null, primary key, unique constraint, and foreign key or referential integrity, and check constraints. So these are the 5 different constraints are available for the database. Basically constraints are used for limiting the rows or restricting the columns. Okay, now we are moving to the different concept called as joins. Okay, so far what we have learned is a normal database concepts. Okay, now this is very important concept. Joins and subqueries are very important concept as database perspective. Okay, yes, చెప్పండి.
కదా ఈ వ్యూస్ ఏ పర్పస్ కోసం క్రియేట్ చేస్తారు?
మీకు నేను వ్యూస్ వచ్చినప్పుడు చెప్తాను. నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ మీకు వస్తాయి వ్యూస్. తర్వాత వ్యూస్, ఇండెక్సెస్, సినోనిమ్స్ అక్కడ మీకు డీటెయిల్డ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇస్తారు. ఓకే, యా, నౌ విల్ గో ఫర్ ద జాయిన్స్. ఓకే, సో what is join, where to use join, okay, why to use join. So we'll discuss the concept, and before that we will go for set operators, then we'll discuss the joins. Set operators. Set operators used for getting data from multiple tables. So far we discussed only one table, right? And also foreign key, primary key we discussed. Set operators are used for getting data from the multiple tables. So there are some operators. Union is one operator, union all is one operator, intersect is one operator, and minus is one more operator. So these four are called set operators, used for getting the data from the multiple tables, and also we can use these operators for joining the tables. Okay, union all. So there are some limitations with the set operators actually. So to overcome those limitations, joins comes into the picture. Okay, so before learning the joins, we will learn the set operators first. Okay, then we go for the joins. So we have four different kinds of set operators. First one is union, all, intersect, and minus. Okay, so first let's understand the concept. Once you are clear with it, then we go for the queries. Okay, let me explain this. Tutorials point. Okay, right. So now what I want to do is I have a table. Just a moment. This is one table, and also I have one more table like this. This is one table, and this is one more table. This is again one more table. Okay, this is my table A. This is A, and this is table B. Now in this table A, I have some tables like 1, 3, 5, and here 3, 2, 6, and also here I have 4. Okay, so this is my data. I have a table A. I have a column. In this column I have 1, 3, 5, 4. This is the different values, and table B I have 3 different values. Now I want to get the data from the both. I want to get all the data, whatever the data present in A table, and also I want to get the data present in the B table. So when I say union A, table A, union, okay, table B. When I say union, what will happen is this will give all the combinations of data. So for example, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 6, and 3, 3, 3, 2, all the combinations. Okay, so how many combinations will come? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here all 3. 4 into 3. Total 12 combinations of data will come. Okay, and within duplicates also 3 it is present here. Again I will get the 3. Okay, so duplicates also will come. So A union B means it will give all the data, all the columns. Like how we will get the data? 1, 2, 3 is 2 times, so 3, 3, and therefore, and then 5 and 6. It will give all the values including the duplicates. If I say union, not okay. So no, sorry. Union means it will not give the duplicates. If I specify the union all, that's the second operator, then it will give the complete duplicates also. Okay, union and union all. So union is basically combining the records from the tables which are commonly available. Okay, so if I use union, what are the values I will get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All 6 values I will get uniquely. When I say union all, between two tables I will get only 1, 2, 3 I will get only once. 3 I will get twice, because union all means it is gives the duplicates also. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6 also I will get. That is union all. And when I say intersection is nothing but whatever the common records are present with both the tables I will get. So this is a common base, right? So what are the common values are there? We have, what is the common value? Only 3 we have. So when I say intersect between A and B, I will get only one value, that is 3. That is present on the both the tables. That is intersect. And what is A minus B and B minus A? So A minus B, if I say A minus B, the records are present in A, those records are not present in B. The records are present in A. The same records are not present in B. Only those records I will get. See this, the records are present on A is 1, 3, 5, 4. So on what value is not present in B? 1 is not there and 5 is not there, 4 is not there. So I will get 1, 4, 1 is there here, 1 is not there, so 1 I will get. 3 is present, 3 is also present, I will not get that. 5 is here, 5 is not there, even 4 I will get and also 5 I will get. So 1, 4, 5 is present on A, but 1, 4, 5 is not present on B. So I will get only 1, 4, 5. That is A minus B. The records which are present on A, but those records are not present on B. So those records I will get if I use minus operator. Okay. Suppose if I use B minus A, B minus A, this is reverse of A minus B. If I use B minus A, I will get the records from B which are not there in A. So what are they? 3 is present on B, but 3 is again present on A, that will not get. 2 is present on B, again 2 is not present on A, so I will get 2. And 6 present on B, 6 is not present on A, so 6 also I will get. Got my point? So the records are present on B which are not present on A, only those records I will get. That is 2, 6. If I say A minus B, the records present on A and which are not present on B, only those records I will get, that is 1, 4, 5. When I say intersect, only common records I will get. What are the common records here? Only 3 is a common record. And when I say union, I will get only common records, not common records, all the records without duplicate values. And if I say union all, I will get all the records including duplicate values. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a concept of set operators. Now we will see, just a moment, the implementation, how we can implement this. Okay. I have a table called A comma B, select star from A and also select star from B. I have two tables. Just observe, I'll run both the tables. Now I will get two tables. This is first A table A. So A contains A's name and number, and B contains, this is the B result. B contains again number and grade. Number and grade. A B contains number and grade, number column and grade column, and A contains A's name, comma, number. So these are the columns. Now when I say select star, so I'll note it down here. Okay, this is my A table and this is my B table. So just a moment, I'll draw some picture here. Okay, this is A and this is B. Okay, so now this is A, now this is B. And in A, what are the records are present? When I run A, what are the records are present? 10, 11, 12 and 14. 10 I have, 11 I have, 12 and 14. So these are the records present on A. Now when I run the B table, I have 11, 12, 13, 15. 11, 12, 13 and 15. So these are the values I have. So now what are the common records are there? Table A and B, here the common section. So 10 is not there, 11 is a common and 12 is a common record. 11, 12 is a common, right? So only these two are the common. Now we will see. If I say A union B, A union B. So what are the records we will get? A union B. What are the records I will get? Union means it will give all the records without duplicates. It will give all the records without duplicates. So in this case, so what are the values I will get? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This will give all the records. So there is no duplicates in this, right? So same thing when I run this. And one more important point is the rule for joins is when I execute this query, suppose if I run this, select a star from A, this is a syntax, okay? Union, select a star from B. When I say like this, what happens? It gives an error. What is an error? Expression must have same data type as corresponding expression. The very important point is in the both the tables, column should be the same data type. Columns sname as number is fine. Here also sname, here number is present but grade is different, right? There is mismatch. So we can use set operators only on same data type of columns. That is a limitation actually, okay? We can use set operators only the same type of columns. Instead of putting the stars, if I say only num column, because this num column is a common as well as same data type for both the columns. So when I say run this, you will get the value. Query block has incorrect number of result column. Just a minute, select num from A, union select, here also we have to specify the column, okay? Now when you run this, see this, it will give the value. It will give these values are from the both the tables, not from one table, okay? And A, what are the values are present in A? 10, 11, 12, 14. You will get 10, 11, 12, 14. And also in B, 11, 12, 13, 15. So 11, 12, 13, 15 also present. So 15 come from 13 and 15 come from the table B, and remaining values are come from the table A. Okay, so it is eliminated duplicate values. You see, don't have any duplicates here. So the first rule for set operators is the column name or column data type should be the same. And if I say select star from A, the num column data type, and also if I say select star from B, here num column data type, both are same. That's what we can only union the same data type columns from any number of tables. If I have third table, again you can put one more union and table name. Union table name. You can specify any number of tables. Okay. So this is one kind of